images of them chemtrailing, and also huge reflections coming from our skies that were never there before. Now, this image has come in from Newport Beach in California by a kind subscriber called Andy, and he sent an email to say, I hope this would wake people up, and thank you for coming out with the truth, to showing that the skies are being sprayed all the time. There's lots of other messages coming through as well, and I believe that some of these messages are coming from chem pilots. Now, there is a lot of activity going on up there in the skies as well, isn't there? And I think we're hitting a nerve, aren't we? We truly are hitting a nerve. But again, I believe that we just got to carry on to show the truth. And again, thank you for this photograph, because you can clearly see there that the skies are completely blocked. And this white object again, look at the dark shadow on this building. This is 12 PM lunchtime. Okay? It's far too dark. Everywhere's getting this dark shadow now. Okay, we've got some other photographs coming in from an excellent friend, subscriber as well, called Our Skies Today, from Ron Ackerman. Now this guy is persistent, and he knows the system's coming in. He's been watching the skies since the 50s, and he's noticed the pure changes across the world. I mean, these here that you can see on this screen here, chemtrails, look at this. It's getting to a point now that we're seeing this all the time, aren't we? And we're starting to acknowledge what they're up to. Early hours of the morning, spraying our skies to produce this trash that we don't want. We don't need this trash in our lungs. We don't want to breathe it in, do we? None of us do. But they continue to do this, don't they? It needs to stop. Again, this image is fantastic. Again, this here is lens flare. We see this, don't we? But we've got no interest in the lens flare. We have got interest in what's going on these chemicals, these chemtrails that's harming our land, our earth. And this white object behind it, this simulator, it's a real object. Okay, if you look it up as well, you'll notice and see, if you put simulator, solar simulator, you can read about this. They've been building it, they designed it, it's been going on, this secret, for a very long time now. So again, Ron, thank you for this image. Absolutely outstanding. See, the thing is, these images are so fresh. They've just come out now. Okay, we are seeing the skies as they are around the world right now. Now, again, look at these cracks in these chems. Look at this. These chemicals are just falling apart in the sky, and they're falling down to our earth, harming the trees. I mean, I've said this many times before, but I'm telling you now, it's really harming our families as well. I mean, they're spraying on top of themselves, the government. They don't care, do they? Again, we don't hear about the underground cities now. We don't hear what they're up to. We've got to remember the times of the Walmarts, and also the sightings of Venus as well, that it was so bright. Other objects that lit up so bright. The strangeness of the skies. There's been a lot of truthers again that have sadly lost their lives, and we've got to keep researching and also studying and understanding their comments that they gave in the past. So again, I mean, these images are fantastic. Thank you. People have also said to me that this is this red reflection you see on the horizons is to do with the atmosphere and the sun. But let me tell you something, okay? Why do we see yellow to the right hand side here, and then we see red to the left as it's going down? Two light sources in the sky. We see this all the time. And also these images, this image here is coming from Sherry Sandor from the USA, and this kind subscriber has noticed the skies again for many years, and said as well that I wouldn't send these photos in if I wasn't sure that there was something wrong. I mean, she runs her own business, and she's seen the skies and noticed the changes. A fantastic image. And also, I respect you fully for your kind email that you sent in as well, and you are so right to what you say. The whole system is falling down a pit now, isn't it? The governments, the organisations, I mean, it's all a big agenda now, isn't it? That's leaving us to fend for ourselves, because eventually we're all going to suffer. We are so mixed up in our comfort zones. I've said this before. We need to try and break the habit before it's too late. Another respectable image. Thank you very much for this, Sherry, and I will show people your next image. This is the next photograph from Sherry as well, and when she got back home, she noticed that the skies were very pink and red, and her building, you can see, is white. It's a white building, but again you can see clearly there's a reflection from a pink light source up there in the heavens. Again, you can see this solar simulator that's lighting up here on the left hand side, but look at all this pink reflections that's here on the screen. Look how dark this is as well. I mean, it frightened this lady. And Sherry again is wide awake to the truth, and she's annoyed as well that the government are hiding it from us. So again, thank you for your kind respect, and this image is outstanding. Here is Sherry's next image, and I just want to pin something out to all of you as well. I've had 875 emails, okay, for the past week, and you know what? People are saying that they're standing by me. They're standing by me, and if I need help in any way for information, you know, information on what's going on and what have you, and I mean, that's fantastic, isn't it? It really is, that there's people out there that are respecting me, and I respect all of you. I really do, because again, we are seeing the same system, the same skies all the time. And I said on the other video, this is why I'm doing this, because I have seen those heavenly objects up there. I mean, there's another subscriber, Rocco, and he is persistent, and he's determined to see and look and search for us as well, because he's seen them objects in the sky as well, because this is what pushes us to carry on. It really does, because we want to show the truth to other people, to wake them up, that we are in a binary system, and we do have Nibiru that's out there. Other people call it Wormwood, many call it the Destroyer, and other names of this celestial body. But again, it's just fantastic that people are standing by the channel and just wanting the truth and wanting to see the latest images that are coming through, because it's important to everybody, isn't it? This image was just shot only a few hours ago by Sherry, and it's just great that people are noticing the changes. I mean, look on this screen here, look at this pink reflection. The sun, the soul, does not cause this pink haze behind those chemtrails. Again, if there was no chemtrails, we would see the system, just like the Sumerians did way back years ago. This is another image that's come through from Sherry as well, and I mean, your work is paying off, because I mean, look at this. Look at the two colours in the sky. There's three colours on this screen, and all these people that drive the cars are not looking up. They've no interest of looking up, because they believe the news media propaganda lies. I mean, look at that blue reflection, I believe again to be the blue Kachina. There's a blue heavenly body that's up there in the skies. The skies are lit up far too strange now as what they did in 1995. They were just lit up at normal skies. You would just see a grey sky and a few clouds. But now we're seeing this red glow in the sky from Nibiru, this yellow haze in the sky from the soul, the sun as it's going down, and this blue reflection. And again, yes, it's chemtrails. Look at the state of the sky. They've sprayed all across the sky to hide the truth. They don't want us to figure it out. But again, we just got to produce the right footage to show the right images. Again, this is a fresh image, and thank you, Sherry, for your respect. And if you do get any more images, again, please send them in, because we need to see the truth. Okay, these next attachments have come in from Han Stephanie 24, and these are from the USA in Missouri. Again, this was taken a short time ago, this image, and it was evening time. Okay, now look what they've done. Look at that dark shadow up there in the skies. This is all haze, no blue sky. Look at this, the way they throw this trash. They don't care about us. They just spray the skies just to hide the truth. Because if anybody, any members of the public started looking up to the skies like ourselves, okay, they could deal with the few truthers. They can deal with the few that look up. They don't want the billions to start turning their shoulder and looking up to the skies and noticing that there is other objects up there. They just believe what the media says. And again, I mean, if those chemtrails weren't there, there'd be another light source. People would start thinking, what's going on? Because look at all this trash on the horizon on this photograph. Look at this. Just terrible, isn't it? Okay, thank you for this image, and I will now show another one of your images. This is the next image, okay? Not so much lens flare there on the screen that you saw just moments ago, but again, you can see all this trash up in the sky. You've got to ask yourself a question, okay? To people that believe in the Nibiru system, which is genuine, we all know it's real. And you've got to ask yourself, okay, for somebody that doesn't understand, that wants to know and starting to wake up, okay, that why are they spraying the sun? And why see so much red? Why see so much red reflection up there in the sky? Well, again, it's haze. It's a red reflection coming from Nibiru. And those chemtrails, again, are harming the land. It needs to stop. This is another interesting image that's come through from another kind subscriber called Stephen Rafferty. Now, this guy is persistent as well, and he is so interested in this whole agenda. He knows that this system is coming in as well, and he lives in Michigan in the US, and he says he's been a subscriber for a while now and wanted to show me what he's taken up in the skies. I mean, look, again, clearly you can see this red reflection on the sea here, this red haze in the sky, northeast, where the system is coming in. And also, look at that haze up above. These are chemtrails, okay? This is another cloud formation from HARP. Look, I mean, look at it doesn't move. Okay, Stephen took this photo, and on an email he said the clouds doesn't move, and also this red reflection got stronger. Another fantastic image, and I mean, thank you again for your kind emails as well, and God bless you too, Steve. This is another image. Again, it's come in from Steve as well, only moments ago. So we are getting these up-to-date images. Look at this red haze on the sea. Look at that redness that's around the area of the sun, and this red haze. Now, again, it's just where we've noticed photographs from back in the day, back from the years of the 90s and 80s. We just saw a yellow soul, the sun, going down. But we never saw this red hue, this red haze every single day, showing that we've got the system that's with our sun now. Okay, Wormwood is very, very close now into our system. We are seeing red horizons every day. Another fantastic photograph. Thank you, Steve. I would just like to say that Steve is actually sending these emails in as I talk. Okay, now these are just coming in now from Michigan, US. I mean, this is fabulous. I mean, look at this system. Again, look at these. This cloud system doesn't move. I mean, look at this red ring around the sun. Look at this red and dark shadows to the right and left hand side. The sky is changed. No blue sky here at all. A fantastic photograph. and the proof is right there. Okay, now we don't see a body there with it, but we will in the future. We will see Nibiru. It's guaranteed because these huge reflections are coming in very strong now. Here is the next image from Steve, just moments ago. I mean, look at the trash from right to left. I mean, look at this dark shadow. Okay, I mean, again, this red reflection that's around the sun. Look at this. Excellent capture. I mean, it is a situation. I mean, the main look on this photograph as well. I mean, this pink reflection on the sea. Look at this. We should be seeing a golden reflection. Okay, not a red reflection. Two colours. We're seeing two colours now. Okay, these next attachments are coming through from Paula in Galveston. Now, we do see all this chemtrail activity now through the skies every day, don't we? Strange cloud formations as well. It's just a huge sheet of chemtrailing that they provide us up in the sky, so we won't catch anything. They don't want us to see anything that's going on up there in the heavens. But again, we just know the truth now. There's no need to do it anymore, but they're just continuing to do it. Again, another email come through, a long email from a kind subscriber from Australia to say that he does believe it's to do with depopulation. There is something huge going down, isn't there? And it's harming everything. I apologise for this image, just slightly blurred, right? But the evidence is there on the screen. This is from Paula again. Look at this square object that's burning through those chems. Look at this blue light source as well. Not our sun. I'm afraid that you can't fool the people that understand that this isn't our sun. This is something else. Our yellow celestial body, the sun, is being covered, blanketed by these chemtrails, and also this instrument that they use up there above our atmosphere. I mean, look at this. Again, another fine image, thank you. We saw these pink reflections as well, didn't we, on the NASA cams? And also, we saw these just recently on another video as well, of this pink haze up in the sky, proving that this pink reflection is coming from the inner solar system. There is something huge that's coming in. This reflection is strong. We've seen it on other webcams around the world as well, so we know that there is another object that's out there reflecting on our skies. Okay, we've got another subscriber's image called Kim Vokulich, and this lady subscriber is in New York, USA. And again, I mean, there is something going on, isn't there? I mean, look what they see in their skies. Look at the trash. I mean, look at this strange formated cloud system that moves slowly in front of the sun, like it's being controlled. And this subscriber said as well, the trees. She travels this way to and from to work, and everything just looks unhealthy. Again, thank you for the fine image and the evidence that you're providing for us. These next attachments are coming from Ashley Roderick, and this subscriber took these images as well not so long ago. Now, the subscriber's also asking me the opinion of this, and it's just that this person is new to this, okay, has been watching the channels and noticing as well up in the skies and thinking they are doing this, noticing those changes of those clouds, the cloud system, the chemtrails. And again, it's just really good that other people are now waking up to this. We are now seeing more and more people that are looking up to the skies and noticing those chemtrails. It's got to stop. It's so annoying. They need to stop this. And other people like this kind subscriber has sent a long message that she's utterly disgusted what they're doing up there in the heavens. Look again that this rainbow, this halo effect up in the skies to hide the system, this white object, again, look at all this trash. It's to hide Nibiru. All this that you see in the sky is just to hide the system because they've been lying to us. The powers that be have been doing this for far too long with this big huge lie. They can't get out of it, so they hide the system. Again, soon as people look up and notice that Nibiru is up there in the skies, then the game's up. People will know that the government have been lying to them for years. This is another image again from Ashley, and I thank you for sending these in. I really do. I mean, it's so clear, isn't it, what they're up to around the world right now. But still, other people turn around and say, no way, they're just natural clouds. There's nothing to see. Just go somewhere else. I mean, come on. I mean, these are not natural clouds. This is a screen to cover the truth. They do this using those military planes. Look at all this. Again, this is not our sun. There is something seriously wrong. And again, it is because we're being eclipsed every day. There's a huge eclipse. And I believe, again, that when we do see this eclipse on the 21st of August this month, okay, it's going to be a lot darker than usual because the sun is already being eclipsed by those heavenly bodies that are up there already. So it's going to be very strange, isn't it? So again, if they're doing this now, then they will do this on the eclipse. They will blanket the sky so thick because the skies have been darkening anyway. Here again, I mean, look how dark the sky is. The blue skies have vanished, aren't they? They're just black skies. This is proven again that the sun, our sun, is dimming. It really is, it's dimming. And again, look at this. Because of these huge coronal holes, there's black markings all over the sun now. It's finished. Look at this. This is an attempt to make people think that our sun's okay. It really is. This solar simulator is up there. Again, look at this halo. Look at this. It's criminal. They're causing people to become ill. They really are. Okay, we've got some other fantastic images coming in from C-Press in Texas, another part of the world. And this lady subscriber, Ruth, is noticing that huge reflection from the opposite side. When the sun's gone down, there's a strange orange reflection. Again, these are not natural clouds. Look at these lines in the sky. As the government have provided us with chemtrails. You can't trust the government, can you, for them doing this to us? I mean, look at 9/11. I mean, what a shambles that was. I mean, we all know what happened then, didn't we? With what the powers that be did. I mean, they're doing it again, aren't they? They just won't stop, will they? This is a huge agenda. It really is. Look at the trash they put up there, and this colour that's coming in is from another heavenly body. We've got helium that's up there in the inner solar system, reflecting. Another fantastic photograph. I mean, there's so many people that are really researching now and keeping their eyes up there to the skies. Also here on this image, you can see it zoomed in of this strange dimness, this creamy colour that we also see on the NASA cams, don't we? But they turn the cams the other way around so no one can see it. If they did turn it the right way around to when we see those colours, you will see those celestial bodies. They can see it. They can see it as well, very clear now, with that Lucifer telescope that they have down at the Vatican. They got all the equipment and the knowledge, but still again, we are just kept in the dark with this. I've said this before, it's like calm before the storm. Some very strange colours now in these years that we've never seen in the past. Another excellent image from Ruth as well, from Texas. I mean, look at this. Can you see this orange formation? There's something behind here as well. I mean, look at that pink reflection as well. I mean, again, Dr. Harrington, he lost his life because he was told the truth. He wanted the public to know, but he was shut off from the media. It got cut off. There was a small report in 1983, and now we don't hear nothing about it. But we just now have got a situation where all the colours and reflections are coming in very strong, aren't they? This strange colour, if you look here on the screen, there's something that's reflecting very strong here, around here. Again, these are just produced by the military, these huge cloud formations full of chemicals, full of them. Another spectacular image that's zoomed in, and I hope the media are watching us. I really hope that the media are watching the channels. They need to say something now. People's lives are at risk, aren't they? I mean, again, the power grids, when they go down, because it's a lifeline, isn't it, to our hospitals, to people that need medical urgency. It is a lifeline, electricity. I've said this before at the beginning of the videos. It's so important that we get the right message out there to show that we've got a huge problem on our hands. The sun, again, I've said this before, it's dying, it's finished. There's chunks coming off the sun now. These solar flares are just so strong now that, again, if one got through the keyhole, that's it, we're finished. So again, Ruth, thank you for your respect and your long email and your dedication for sending these photographs in. I mean, I respect every single one of you for your dedication for sending these in. It's so important that we get these messages out there. Okay, these next images are come in from Rob. Now, Rob is in Manchester in the UK, and he, again, at that time of the day, round about just 11:30, 11:45, he saw the sun had dimmed, it got dark. These clouds, okay, that went in front of the sun, and when they passed by again, these chem clouds, the sun just become white. We're seeing a white celestial object, okay, this man-made object that's in front of the area that we see and view the sun as the celestial body, the sun, the soul, is behind it. And again, it got very dark, it dimmed, the sky dimmed, okay, and there was a very pale reflection up there that he never noticed before, and he's been noticing this for quite some time, until he then saw the channel, okay, and watched the channel, the videos, and then looking up at the skies and noticing that things are ringing right. He's noticing the changes as well, and that's great, because again, we're waking others up. He's also put 2 arrows that have just come up on the screen now. Can you see these arrows? He says through that morning at the time of the day, he noticed reflections and lines and objects that went through the sky. And again, thank you, Rob, for your email. I mean, again, you are seeing the truth. And thank you for your respect, and I respect you fully too as you're watching the channel. Okay, this next attachment is coming from Carly Moran, another respectable subscriber from the USA, and she takes flights to work as well, and notices that wherever you go, she said in her email, they are chemtrailing everywhere. Every single place. You can even see planes crossing the path of the plane that she travels in. Now that's dangerous, isn't it? You're not supposed to do that. I thought there was a law in flight aviation, especially with passengers on board on a plane. I mean, they think they can just get away with murder. I mean, that is criminal, isn't it? I mean, they've taken the law into their own hands because they don't care, because they are the law. They are being run by the powers that be. They don't care about humans. They don't care about plant life or even animals. All they care about is their pockets, their banking system. Okay, so, I mean, look at this. This is all chemtrailing. Okay, now they're doing it all over the place. North, east, south and west. Now these, I mean, looking back 2 years ago, it was just that they were spraying north to northeast, and they would just then spray the path of where the sun would travel through the sky as the earth is rotating. But now they are spraying all four corners, all four of the areas of the skies, proving to me and others now as well that there is a huge celestial object that's very close, reflecting on all sides of the earth. I mean, again, this kind subscriber is persistent, that she just wants the truth, and working ever so hard by taking pictures for us and sending them to the email so we can show the images to every single one of you that this trash is thousands of feet high, being sprayed every day. Here's the next image as well. I mean, look at this cloud chem formation, this blanket of chems that they spray, very much higher than the cloud formations you see just below. We see these cloud formations, and it's hard for us on the land to look up to see these chemtrails. So again, Carly has done a magnificent job for us by noticing and taking pictures thousands of feet high to show you what they've been doing up there. I mean, again, look at this pink reflection up in the sky. This isn't from a camera, this isn't a lens flare trick or anything like that. This reflection is coming from the Nibiru system. Look at the white clouds here. Okay, look at the pink clouds. Again, the dark shadow up here as well. Time is short, I believe. Another fantastic photograph. Thousands and thousands of feet high. I mean, again, someone sent an email to say that we need to get a drone up there as well. A powerful drone. Something that's going to go very high up in the skies above those chems. But again, it is very, very high up there, isn't it? I mean, Mr. Steve Olson sent a weather balloon up there as well. And that was a fantastic video. Seeing the sun right out there above Earth's atmosphere. Fantastic and dedicated video to show people that there is something wrong. There was a red object on that screen as well. And I know a lot of you remember that. Because again, there's channels out there that are providing the truth all the time. Looking at this image as well, look how pink it is. Look at this colour. Now, what they do as well, I've said this before, is that they're spraying right up there. You can see this here. This is their cover mark. This is what they want to do. They want to put this blanket up there to hide the truth. But when you look again on the NASA cams, looking down, you can see this pink reflection on the Earth. It's just appalling, isn't it, that down below people are still very much unaware of what's going on. So again, another fine photograph. Thank you very much, Carly, for this. Again, look at the dark shadows up there in the heavens. Now, this photograph, okay, was taken in high definition. And there's no trickery. Okay, now look at it carefully. Can you see on the plane wing that it's too dark? Look at the clouds. Look at the background. Look at the dark shadows above in the sky. Look at this chemtrails. Look how dark it is. Now, this is proving that we are being eclipsed, not by the moon, by other objects that are in front of our sun. Look at that pink reflection as well. I've said this on other videos that in the future we won't see blue skies anymore. We will see pink reflections, purple skies. And again, as I said before, that the powers that be will use the media channels to say that it's something else. They use scientists to say that it's something else. Yes, we are dodging solar flares like bullets every day. This is what's happening. Because the whole situation up there with space weather and the sun is being agitated by this new system. It's new to us, this system. That's been on this 3,600 year ecliptic orbit. It's here, it's heading closer, and we could see the darkness up in the skies now. Looking back again, 3 years, 2 years, it wasn't as bad. We saw those red reflections, but it was far away. Please look back to other videos in the past to look back at this darkness now, and you will see that the system is changed. I'm afraid as well that I believe that the veil is opening now. And the rapture, I believe it's getting closer. I really do, and I respect a lot of people that mention these details, sending messages. I do respect every single one of you, because I believe that our system is really changing now. These formations, very strange. This is an image taken of Carly when she's finished her flight to another part of the USA. And I don't disclose the information because I believe again it's very essential to keep the privacy of other subscribers around the world. And again, it's clear, isn't it, that the sky is just too dim. And again, look at this chemtrail here, this haze in the sky. Very much different from the years in the past. So, Carly, I've just got to take my hat off to you and respect you fully for sending these images in. Thank you. This next image has come in through from Kathy Wesley, and this lady is from the UK. I mean, look at that white object again. Chemtrails. I mean, I do believe again that it's important that every subscriber gets a chance to see their images. I mean, you can clearly see that it's dark. Look at this object in the sky. Okay, at 10:30, 11:15, look how dim again the land is. Now, when I was away not so long ago, I noticed the sky around about that time, and it was too dark. And it was very sad to see it like that, because again, everything is undernourished. The plant life, everything. And I believe the farmers as well, they're being affected with their crops, because when I see those crops, they don't look as healthier than they did ever before. I mean, no one gets to say anything, do they? We all get told to hush up and just carry on. Well, it's time things changed now, for people to be able to open up. Where did that freedom of speech go? Because it seems now that that's been tightened up and finished, isn't it? I mean, we've got to be able to stand up to this, and thank you, Kathy, for your image. Okay, we've got some attachments coming in from Aldin Keegan, and this kind subscribers from Cebu in the Philippines. I mean, again, he is seeing that his skies are being chemtrailed. The spraying goes on early hours of the morning, and he sees this blanket of chems up there in the heavens. Look at this blanket of chems that we saw on Carly's images as well, and other people's images. This haze in the sky, and these strange clouds, okay, this clouding system that covers up the sun. This cloud, I believe again, is being moved by radio towers, the signals, okay? These signals are moving these chemtrails, these cloud formations in front of the area of the simulator. The whole system is being used to manipulate us on the land to think everything's okay. They don't want us to see the truth. They really don't. So I'm going to go to another image from this kind subscriber, Aldin. This is the next image from this subscriber. Can you see this here? Two different forms of chemtrailing and shadows. And I believe again this cloaking techniques going on up in the skies as well. I mean, look at this. We haven't seen this before, ever. Look at these grey and dark clouds again. Very dim in the sky for that time of the day as well. Very, very dim. And a red reflection down the bottom here. There, if you look here, there's a large circle. Can you see this? It's being chemtrailed and covered. Again, I believe that the Nibiru systems, Earth as well, the magnetic fields are being agitated, causing these huge shapes in the sky, and also being pounded by asteroids, I believe, up there in the heavens. We do get these sort of strange formations, and I mean, there is so much going on, isn't there? I mean, the list goes on, it just continuously goes on, doesn't it? And they still carry on doing what they're doing. Here is another image as well, just taking moments after the other one. Look at this. Look at this image. Okay, look how square this object is here. Can you see it's been caught? We've seen this on other images just recently. Look at this different colour as well. I believe they paint the skies with other chems. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're doing something. I mean, look at this. Very strange, isn't it? Two forms of chemtrails. Again, this shadow. I believe it's a mirror that's blocking something we want to see up in the skies. Look at this. I mean, NASA does this as well with their material. They don't want us to see things. Now they're doing it up there in the heavens. So I got to give my respect to you as well for these images. I really mean it, because if you, again, get any more, please send them in, because it's very important that we all see the same skies. Okay, this next image is coming in from Kimberly Strickland, and I nearly fell off my chair when I saw this image. I mean, again, how do they think that they're fooling us? But they are, aren't they? There are far too many people watching these media channels, believing their lies all the time. This agenda is very slowly coming to a... I mean, look at this. Look at this. These, again, are chemtrails, I believe, that's being manipulated by radio waves, okay, using huge towers. And I got this information from a very kind gentleman that studied the skies, that is also part of scientific research, this guy is, and he's given me information. He wants to remain anonymous, but he's given me information of what's going on, and that's fantastic, because I will give the information he's saying to me to yourselves, that this is what they do. They do use these towers around the world to manipulate the skies. Now, again, HAARP is a true tool for this agenda as well. Look again at this haze in the sky, this pink reflection. Can you see this on the horizon here, around the area of this object? Look how dim, if you look carefully on the land, look how dark and dim it is. We get this, if we were all stood in this car park, we would get this now, and it to us would be a eclipse. We have got used to it. The thing is, through the years now, we have slowly got used to this now. But what you see on the screen there is an eclipse from another object. Another fine image. And thank you for this. I mean, this clearly shows what's going on now in our skies. Another fantastic photograph. I mean, clearly see, if you look very closely here on the horizon, there's something there, isn't there? That's cutting through those chemtrails. Red. You can see that yellow reflection from the sun. Look at this here. This white object. This is not our sun. A huge mirror, a huge device. They cover the skies all the time so we don't get to catch it out. It's been caught out many a times. But they just want the billions of people around the world to be asleep to the truth. It really does truly upset me. It really does. Because I know that this is coming to an end. I really do. Looking at these skies on these photographs, it really proves and shows that there is something seriously wrong. I mean, look at this sky. 12:30 in the afternoon. We saw on Carly's images of when she was taking a flight up in the aeroplane, that darkness. And we're seeing now from Kimberly, from another part of the world. Now, again, it's important to keep people's identification private, okay, of where places are, and I respect that when they say, please just say my name and what have you. It's important, okay? But what is really truly amazing to see is what we see on the screen here, this pink haze and this blue object, okay, that shrinks. It gets smaller, a lot smaller, as these chemtrails are up there. These are being moved, and we have emails again from other people that they see these clouds moving strange. They go this way, and then other ones are moving this way, and then others are moving this way. I mean, It just proves, doesn't it, that something is controlling this to cover the truth. And Kimberly has got this image absolutely 100% to show that the skies, the simulator is up there. Because this doesn't look like the sun that's coming down, the natural sun. It looks like a huge mirror reflecting the light down to the land. But the reflections are all wrong. They can't get the natural colour of the sun through this reflector down to the land. Another fantastic image, thank you. They're trying their hardest, aren't they, to cover things, aren't they? They really are. Look on this image as well. Look at that pink reflection that's up there behind those chemtrails, broken cloud formations. Again, being controlled by towers. This is another spectacular image, okay, from Kimberly. And what she described was, when she was driving back after taking some photographs, she noticed this huge cloud, okay, this one here, that's on the screen. And it just moved in front of this solar simulator. It just started moving very strangely like this across the sky. And I've seen these strange clouds move in front of the moon, just like this, covering the system. They really do this. And it's happening every day. But what amazes me, that they think they're actually doing a good job covering up the truth, so we all think everything's okay. Terrible, isn't it? I mean, look at the colours. You've got the white reflection from that simulator, and down here on the horizon we've got another reflection from our sun that's dying. There's something seriously wrong with it. But again, they think they can take control by doing this. Eventually, it's all going to fall apart. And as I said earlier on in the video, the veil will open up. The truth will come out. It will come out. Okay, this is another interesting image that Kimberly's just sent in moments ago. Now, I just want to pinpoint something out to you. We're looking at a reflection here. Okay? We're looking at a lens. This thing up in the sky. This simulator. We call it the solar simulator. Okay? Now, look, it looks like a studio, doesn't it? I mean, this light does not look right at all. It's reflecting on the land completely wrong. Okay? Look at this reflection, this light colour on the garden here. Look at this. Okay? On this subscribers area. I mean, look how dark and dim that is. Now you will see that on an eclipse. You'll see this dim shade on an eclipse. But people walk by and think it's normal because they've got used to it. We have all got used to this now. Pink reflections up in the horizon skies. And also, I mean, you've got to please study this reflection that you see on the land, on the trees in the morning. You'll know that there's a huge difference now. Here's another few images that have come in, the last images now for this video. From Matt Welsh. Now, this guy, okay, from the UK, sent an email in saying, I hope I'm wrong, could you tell me? Now, hello Matt, and I hope you're okay. And I would like to tell you now that what you're seeing in the skies, okay, is not natural. The UK is being smothered every single day, here where I am, and other kind people. We must have about over 6,000, okay? 6,000 people noticing the skies right now. Now, there'd be more people up there as well, but they won't say anything. And again, we need to try and get other people to wake up to this. You're seeing chemtrails, toxic waste that's being sprayed in the skies to hide a big system that's been here before. Please research and look on other videos of Mr. Lloyd Pye as well. Please look at his video work. And please go to Mr. John Moore's radio show as well. Fantastic guy as well. Matt, it's so important that you do this and look into it about the whole situation. Because there's many other channels out there as well that are doing some excellent work. Jeff P., another kind friend, that does a lot of work as well. Steve Olson as well, please look into him. And David Dobbs. And also Scott, the Awakening channel. It's important that you look into their work and notice those changes. There's many other channels as well to look at, and many other subscribers that are doing hard work, that are out there taking images of the skies. I just want to say as well that I'm not in it for any money. I'm in it for the passion. I'm in it to show and expose the powers that be for what they're doing up there in the heavens. I mean, you can clearly see as well on this image that Matt sent in, those chemtrails, they're being blasted there as well in the area of London. We've got some fantastic subscribers in London as well that are looking up at the heavens as well, Matt. So again, keep safe. So again, everyone that's watching the channel and this video as well, we've got to respect people like Matt that's new to this, that's been watching the channel and looking up at the heavens and noticing now that the changes are here. And that's really cool that we're now opening other people's eyes to the truth. So I'm going to go now, and I'll be back to do another video shortly of other people's photographs of those changes in the skies. And please again, to the bottom of the screen on the video, send your images to the email address and I will provide the truth to everybody in the next coming video. And please to everyone as well,